Hello, beautiful souls. I'm actually super excited to be back here. Yesterday, I told you about the beginning of my journey and my divorce. And today, I would like to talk more about the last 6 months. I've been on this healing journey for the last 6 months, and one major aspect that played a role in my life next to my marriage is my career. And today I want to discuss what it took to walk away from it, why I walked away from it, in short. But mostly I want to tell you or share with you the healing aspects I've been trying, where I got the ideas from, what's working for me, what's not working for me. And yeah, so let's start with the job. So I had built a very successful career. I've been in a government crypto job for the last 5 years. My job meant the world to me. I do now understand that I am not my job, but I think it broke me. Or more, let's be more honest here, I broke myself with that job because I kept pushing myself. So I'm an overachiever. I don't know, most of you can probably relate. This is one of the survival tactics, let's say one of the skins that I've learned to wear, and it's been really helping me for the last 5 years. The question that I asked myself about my career is same as I asked myself about my marriage. Is this passion or is this addiction? Just to take you back to that point where I was, and I will take more pauses here because I'm feeling this with you as I speak through it. I was broken. My body was broken, and it was time to shed my skin and start something new. I was so sure that that was the right place for me to be because the achievements were amazing. We're doing something to create a crypto community, and that's what aligned with me, because what I'm learning now is my true path is to bring people together. And it was working for a while, but just like just like the world, energies shift. And at that time, the energies in my environment at work changed. And just how I let go with my marriage, I needed to let go with the work. So on to the more less boring stuff is, how did I start healing? And this is where Bikram Yoga comes in. I've been doing Bikram since I'm 18, and that really helped me because it's directly facing the mirror. So I wanted to go ahead and get that started. What I've done is I've switched rooms. So I used to sleep in my bedroom, and I've done a complete switch to the guest room where I'm sleeping now. And I've changed one of my rooms into a yoga studio where I put on mirrors. So it was more of creating a safe space around me, around my home. Now I understand what the feeling safe means is when you have your energies surrounding you, and you need to create those physical shifts as well. I mean, you don't have to, that's what helped me. So just switching those places around really helped me. As I was doing the yoga, I jumped straight in, 90 minute session. I saw myself in the mirror, struggling, pushing through like I always do. I did this 5 days in a row. By the 5th day, I just couldn't do it anymore. I was looking in the mirror and I was breaking. And I think you can see the synergies between this and yesterday's story. And at that time is where I realized that I'm applying the same strategy to my exercise routine, same as my job, push, 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 push. But sometimes it's not about pushing, it's about letting go. I stopped right there and then. I took a little break from yoga, maybe 2-3 days, trying to figure out, what the right balance is. And then I went in with 45-minute short sessions, and I'm happy to share that YouTube video with you, where I learn where I do my 45-minute Bikram Yoga from. And that just felt amazing, and it felt lovely, and I just couldn't wait to do it again the next day. What I realized is that I didn't have to struggle my way to happiness, not in this. Everything I'm surrounding myself, the switch with the bedroom, creating my safe space, is part of my healing. Let's go now to the energy healing section. So I discussed that with you yesterday as well. I told you that I did a 2-hour meditation with a yogi. And in this meditation, he's taught me how to feel the energies between my hands. And I think it was really nice and important to trust my body's wisdom. And I'll come back to this body wisdom real example that I felt in a moment. So the thing is that what made that meditation session made me realize that we don't just exist in the physical space. There's an energetic space around us that we need to align with. And let me just take you to my body soul connection, because I've been lacking that. I was disconnecting my body from my mind. So I was pushing my body to do more, to work more, work harder, overachieve, and I was not hearing it, that it was breaking. And as I looked in the mirror, tears came out of joy, of happiness, of actually finally speaking to yourself. I think it's a very underestimated experience to actually have a full-length mirror and just acknowledge yourself, acknowledge the inner you, say hello. And also on the energy healings, because I've been meditating for a while, I would say since I'm 18, I'm 37 now. And the color purple has always been prominent when I'm meditating. It was very prominent for me to see. It didn't take much effort. So that's the third eye chakra, which is the purple color. But I've never seen any other colors or anything like that. But when I looked in the mirror, and after I had a session and actually connected, I have some parts of my body I disconnect. One of them was being my legs. So when I reconnected with my legs, I just felt the pain in my heart, and I acknowledged it, I accepted it. And after that, I was able to see some green in the meditations, which is the heart healing. And I was also super interested to see, because people talk about auras, internal, external. I just really wanted to see the colors. I'm a creative. I love colors and shapes, and so I thought, hey, let's teach AI how to read my aura, basically how to generate an aura around me. So I took a photo of myself, and I was doing this 3 days in a row, straight after my meditations. So I'm doing this on ChatGPT. It was not super friendly. I had to teach it because it was refusing to give me the outcome that I wanted. But I'm happy. I'll drop the prompt in ChatGPT. And oh, by the way, about ChatGPT, I think it's a tool. So people used to fear books. Now they fear ChatGPT. I don't want to go too much into the consciousness argument over there, but I just rely on my feelings and my intuition. This is also part of my healing journey, is with the intake of food, of sleep, of the people around you. Things change, right? So for example, what I've learned is I've stopped completely watching I was in love with docuseries, I couldn't fall asleep without them. So I completely stopped watching that. I love this podcast by Andre. Amazing. I just listened to that. It's like a 2-3 hour podcast. I just watched that. I do admit I watched a bit too much. I think I should put in more breaks over there. But this is what my intuition was telling me. Get off Netflix, get off, cut out the people around you who are not serving the good vibes that you're trying to bring around. It's not only thinking mindfulnessly, but also the things that you talk about. So, I mean, you know, like if you're working corporate, you always have a debrief call at the end of the day, and it just takes up so much energy because words and energy are really powerful, and we just underestimate that. Now let's talk a little bit about my life path, or basically why I'm here. I want to create a tribe, and this is what I'm doing with Epoch House. I'll leave the invite. We're planning the first retreat, and I'm just looking for 12 people, like-minded people. And why did I choose to do it between the 4th and 7th of April? So many of you know that the Mercury Retrograde is coming. What is Mercury Retrograde? And I'm not like an astrologist or whatever. I'm just sharing with you whatever I've picked up on my learnings and my journey. A lot of people are like kind of freaked out by it. They say it's like a chaotic time, and but actually it's a time when things slow down, and it's a time for reflection. And that's exactly what we want to do with Epoch House, is to have 2 days where I can share the same meditation techniques and the same yogi that helped me. We can help each other through this journey as well. And I didn't plan for it to be on that date. It just sort of aligned. I was supposed to do it earlier, but I spoke to a friend of mine, and he's like recommended those dates, and it's exactly what I needed for this retreat, which is resetting, realigning, and choosing a new path together, and create that space for people to heal. Now let's debrief a little bit. I mean, have you ever realized that you're repeating a pattern? Have you tried to break it? I invite you to go on this journey with me, and let's create, let's heal, let's feel. Thank you.